Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marabus and in this video I'm gonna talk a little bit about Clopostars, some my ideas, some my complaints and all other stuff. But firstly, let's do a few words about current season that we have going on. As you know, from first three seasons that we had the issue, let's call it issue, for one guy to be named Marko Živančević, was winning all first three seasons, due it to the easy prestige points for him. And Klopo decided to change it a little bit how prestige points are distributed. And I must admit that it worked in some ways. It could be even better, but for now it's working as if we check the previous season, Marco had over 2000 prestige points lead over Marcelax at the end of the season. And in current season, even though we are at halfway of season, there's a lot less difference between first places, and that is due to that Klopo decided to give less prestige points for first place, second place, and so on that it was before. My suggestion would be to even give it even less. For example, I have two ideas about prestige points, how they would be given out. First idea is if we check, let's say, finished. For example, over here we had 154 participants, and let's see, just to clarify what I'm trying to say. Come on, load. And yeah, first and main thing that needs to be done is to improve loading speed of Clopostars game. Come on, it's really frustrating for waiting every single time that long to be for page to be loaded. Something must be done about it. I know I'm getting frustrated about it, but I'm sure there are plenty of other players that are getting frustrated about it. That should be the first thing that needs to be done. Update loading speed of web page. Okay, back to the prestige points. What I was trying to say. In this competition, we had 154 participants. My idea would be to give every single participant points. How? Okay, we had 154. Last place gets 1 prestige, 153 gets 2 prestige, and so on and so on. So first one would be getting 154 prestige points for that competition. Same goes for others. Maybe make them a little bit different because not everyone can participate in gold competition, but those people that are participating in gold competition, there are that many players that can join. So let's check out how many were. Okay, this one is bronze. Let me see competition before that. Where is it? First competition. I think it's current. Sorry guys. Yeah, first gold one, we have only 14 participants. So maybe doesn't need to be changed. Okay, last place gets 1, first place gets 14 prestige points. And in that way, there wouldn't be so many prestige points difference for winner and for the second place. 1 point difference. That could be one idea. Second idea could be something like they have in Formula One nowadays, points wise, first place getting, is it 20 or 25, and so on, or as it was before, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to first 10 places. But I would really like to give opportunity for other players for lower places to receive some prestige points, because you are receiving prestige points only if you are in top 10, and it's really hard to be in top 10 position in competitions. And just to show you something, let me open it. I mean, uh, through whole season, I managed to get only 24 prestige points, and out of those 24, I got 21 prestige point on a first round of season 4, and till then, I managed only to get 3 prestige points. This is how hard it is to get prestige points if you don't have some specific cards or deals with some players and so on and so on. So yeah, definitely prestige wise, it could be even better than now. I mean, as we see in classification, players are closer to each other, but there is a big difference from places to places. Let's just check. First place, 1,200 points. 10th place, 400 points. I mean, that's already 800 points difference between first 10 places. Again, we have a slight showing of top players. One, two, three, four. First five places are players that have plenty of decent cards, not decent, great, excellent cards. Some of them are people who are spending a lot of money in Clopostars and e-Republic and so on and so on. But we are already having huge margins between those places. So definitely could be there could be some more adjustment to the prestige points, how people earn them. I think it would be the best last place 1 point and go up to first place, and first place gets amount of points that there were teams in the competition. And yeah, that's regarding prestige points. Let's move on to something other. What I would like to see get improved is definitely notification color. I already said that to the Clopo, and when you get, I don't know, 5 notifications, and you have list over there, and when you check, let's say, third one, you click on the third one, and you go back, the third one is just slightly little bit lighter color. There should be huge difference between notification that you checked and notification you didn't check. So make it either background or a lot different color in a font wise for easier noticing which notification you have checked. That's one of my idea also. And another one, if we go to the profile page, uh, for example, why doesn't show profile trophy names? When you hover mouse over it or finger if you are over mobile, uh, or click on it, show it the name of exact trophy that you want. And also with that, give us chance to check out other players' profiles and see their trophies. Why not? That could be also possible. Going, I don't know, to prestige ranking and trying to click on, let's say, Svita, and just to see which exact trophies or how many trophies has Svita won. Yeah, and yet another thing. Okay, I'm gonna switch up a little bit here, a little bit there, because it's all coming out from top of my head. Definitely needs to change. For example, if you go to the cards, and over there, come on, again, slow loading. This is really, really frustrating. When you go to cards, you have daily scores. Yeah, it's wild scores. It doesn't matter since it's wild. But why does we have here power ranking? Why isn't here, for example, yesterday's scores? Yeah, yesterday's scores are for Clopo body who has Clopo body active, but you could easily put it over here, and it would be much better. Having daily scores over here, yesterday's scores over there, and instead of yesterday's scores, you could put here power ranking. So prestige ranking, power ranking, and then daily yesterday scores. I think it would be much better and easier to find and more suitable like that. What else? Let me think. Okay, next thing, we already talked about. Klopo said that it will be implemented into game records. Definitely things that we need to have just for fun, just to be able to break it. I don't know, all sorts of records. Most points in one round, most points in one competition, most points over here, over there, and so plenty of stuff possible to put over there, and it would be fun to see those statistics. Let's say it like that. Also, definitely one of the most main thing beside improving and website speed is middle mouse button. Uh, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. It's really frustrating when you go into the progress. Middle mouse button works over here. As you can see, it opened a new tab. But for example, I want to do that for marketplace. So it's not possible. I need to click there, come open the Clopostars in new window, go for competition. Why not make hyperlink for everything? I mean, every single thing, make it middle mouse possible. Just put hyperlink on everything, and that would help a lot. And I saw plenty of people on Telegram group saying they want that and everything. I'm not sure if it's that hard or not, but should be possible. I mean, some things have uh, hyperlink like competitions wise, but put on everything. I mean, every single thing put a hyperlink so we are able to open it in a new tab, new window, either with right click or with middle mouse button click. That should be possible if you ask me. That's the second best thing that needs to be done. Improving speed of sight and middle mouse click. That's two things must have be done, and try to do if you take to consideration some of my ideas and suggestions. Please make them before the new season. And in my opinion, new season shouldn't be starting or implementing extra new stuff before you fix all other stuff that are here since day one. Also, huge thing. I think it should be put it into game clock, because why I'm asking, telling that if we go to the marketplace and for example it says how many hours there is left, and we go to the place I mean, it says on October 22nd, it was bought. No, I need current auction. Current auctions. Sorry. Uh, Auction with bits. With bits. Over here. And yeah. For example, it says on which date at exact hour it was put. I mean, I understand this hour is related to the Clopostars, but it could be also showable over here. But I think it would be the best, even better than that, to change the day change for Clopostars, put it same as e-Republic. I know you said plenty of times you don't wanna have that because of server logs and everything, but this way it's really hard to keep up with exact time wise, since there's no clock in game, and completely different time zones for day change of Clopostars and e-Republic. Because in e-Republic you have uh, overall clock which shows you exactly what's the hour of day in e-Republic. So it should be for Clopostars. Either make a clock. I'm pretty sure you're gonna put rider clock, then change day change for Clopostars. And another thing why I'm saying change the day change hour of Clopostars is because of daily scores. Plenty of times we saw people starting day with plenty of points and no no medals shown, and no, or either no ground or no damage shown, and they already have points because they gather up those points day before. It should be shown exactly for which things they receive points. And if there would be a day change at the same hour of e-republic, I think then it would be exactly shown uh, how many points on that day they did. And since the day difference, people are using exploit, those who are on those time zones, difference between e-republic and Clopostars, it they have advantage for doing weekly when weekly challenge starts. Weekly challenge starts in e-republic how many hours before they change over here. I cannot do the math at the moment. So they have that many hours opportunity to use fuels which will be counted in new day of Clopostars, or is it other way around? It doesn't matter. But I think you you understand what I'm trying to say. That's why you should have same hour of day change, so there won't be the exploit for players who are on that time zone in the world. I know some people are, and plenty of people aren't. And if you switch to the e-republic then change, then those people will complain, but they don't complain about e-republic time zone. So yeah, that's one of the most reasons why I think should day change in Clopostars be same as day change in Republic. So those people who are at exact that time zone, and some people have that hours available for them, that's their prime time, and they could exploit those weekly challenge changes where they get we all get new fuel, and they can use last fuel plus new fuel on before scores are counted. Yeah, a little bit um, hard to explain for me, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Uh, Sorry, I was away from keyboard. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, next thing, what I would like to for you to change is definitely one thing. I don't understand why there is those things. I mean, season number of for cards. I mean, it's stupid thing, but it bothers me. It should be season number for card on a season when you got it. For example, I got this this card on season while season 4 is active. Okay, there should be season 4, or this number should represent when the card was came into game. I mean, I bought this card today. I'm not sure in which season that card came into the game. Maybe if some cards were bronze, silver, gold, unique, all from season one should have season one. Those that are came into the game in season two, players won them in season two, should have season two, and so on and so on. Otherwise, I don't see what's the point. All cards saying season four. Yeah, I don't understand. uh, if there's those numbers won't represent when the card came into the game, not player. I mean, exact card won from some competition. Then there's no point for having this number. Also, another thing regarding card numbers, uh, I'm not sure if it's possible. It's hard to implement to see how many cards for each player are left. Either make a list, or if we search for card, let's call Perrin Ibera, and we see bronze cards minus 22 out of 36, meaning possible 14 left. Maybe there's not any more left. So maybe there should be some list. Okay, Perrin Ibera has, I don't know, 3 bronze cards left, 1 silver, 0 gold, and so on and so on. Could be doable. Maybe while clicking on cards, and if there's possibility to see profiles and so on and so on, maybe over there when we check cards, oh come on, when we click on the card, not player, on a card, maybe to see either maybe have list over here. Okay, we have that amount of bronze left, gold, silver, and unique. Maybe something like that. Just to have information, because plenty of people are saying how many cards are left, and you said plenty of times check previous competitions, look for the higher number. But card, maybe there is, I don't know, 35 cards already given from Perrin Ibarra, and 35th card was never joined competition, and all the people would think, okay, I see the highest number 34th, so that means 2 are left, but 35th is already given out and someone is not just using it. So to check all competitions, it's real hard to find exact card, because not every card is played in each competition. Some people don't play them. So yeah, definitely possibility for that to have shown up how many are left. What's next? Give me a second. And yeah, next thing, let me move to the marketplace. For example, where is it? To show on completed auctions. I mean, we see, okay, I have Clopostars, so I can see all competition, all finished auctions. But when we check most recent, I'm not sure even how many hours need to pass. Either is it 24 hours or so? But if we check, for example, this card, we see plenty of players bid on it. But that's not my point. This is my point. To be able to see after, I don't know, 24 hours, 48 hours, after 55 hours, what was the maximum bid for that card? I mean, card was won for bid 55,000, but we should be able to see permanently what was the exact bid. For example, here, Cresta bid 155,125 clops for that card, but he won it for 55,000. And eventually, after some period of time, you will just see, you will be able to see this bought by Kristeva for 55,000. I mean, it's maybe not relevant, but I like to see that for some reason. Let me try to see, for example, something older where there was plenty of fights for that card. Let me find some extraordinary card where people were fighting like crazy. Okay, let's go like this. Marcel. Or Svita. Best is Svita. And yeah, you saw that, what I have needed to do. I need to switch to the current auction, back to completed auctions after searching for card. Fix that also. For some reason, I don't know why is that happening. For example, let's see this one. This is an old auction. And yeah, it just shows that Mark Jovancic bought it for 60,000 klops, and I'm pretty sure there was a bid from him for 100,000 klops or even more. I mean, it's not relevant, but why not? Maybe bought for that amount of klops while bidding that amount of klops. And also, biggest issue for all auctions. I mean, plenty of people are waiting for last second to bid. Why not implement thing that has in all auctions sites that I was on? If you bid something in last, I don't know, minute, immediately timer extends for either 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. So on last minute, 30 seconds before the auction ends, someone puts a bid, okay, immediately timer extends, let's say for 2 minutes. 2 minutes is fine. So then the timer has left 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And again, if someone bids 1 minute and 30 seconds after that first extension, on 1 minute and 30 seconds left for auction to finish, nothing changed. But if they bid, someone again bid on last minute, extend another 2 minutes. Yeah, it could go on for a long period of time, but that's the case. Don't bid on last seconds and auction won't be extended. I think that this idea about a last minute bid should be definitely implemented because people are just waiting for last 2 seconds to overbid you, and that's it. And yet another thing I wanted to say regarding new competitions and ongoing competitions. Come on, dude. Make sure before activating some competition, make sure, okay, this is normal hero 225. Okay, hero wise. It's not wild, it's regular. Make sure you don't make mistakes like that. It happened few times. Yeah, people can make mistakes, but recheck everything. And also, make sure the most issue is because of the vial color. Forget about colors. You said people saying if you check colors, if it's green, it's wild. Forget about colors. If it's wild, it should be wild. And also, for example, now I want to show to see this and information wise about each competition. This is mixed wild and this is medals only. Okay. For wild competition, there should be somewhere parameter scoring. Yeah, with wild we know it's unlimited, but it should be shown somewhere or limit for regular limitations, maximum 100 points, or and so on and so on. Why I'm saying this? Because if we check this competition, even though it says only medal score in the title, but why do we have all parameter scoring? Ground damage, air damage, battle damage. I mean, what's the difference between ground damage and battle damage? This should be battle heroes, if I'm not mistaken. Battle hero, sky hero. Okay, but what's change? First, make a change for that. Instead of battle damage, it should be battle hero medals. And okay, for this competition, only medal scores. So there shouldn't be ground damage and air damage. And also, when there's air competitions or ground competitions, make sure you remove those that are not counted, put those that are counted. Because I don't know what else to say about this. Just recheck before making them live. I mean, yeah, it's all extra work for you, but make it better. And since we are at competition wise, I have maybe possible ideas for those competitions. Firstly, I would think it would be best when you decide to make wild competition that in wild competition shouldn't be a slot for hero allowed, because we know what cards go for the hero slots, and yeah, they have high power, but they make all the damage, so the card is high power. They should think about it, and in that way, not all players or all cards could be playable in a wild competition, and in that way, players that are hitting extremely crazy, brute forcing points, would struggle to be in a regular competition, and we saw plenty of times those problems. Some cards are not playable in regular competitions, and my idea, I think it's the best idea. In wild competitions, no hero slot. Regular competitions, okay, put a hero slot, but it's not wild, so it's point limited. And with talking about that, maybe two things to not change that much power ratings for competitions. Why is that? Even though there are some events, people are doing a crazy amount of points, gaining about a crazy amount of points and increasing their power. Okay, that's the case. Then people will make teams with less strong cards. They are not that crazy scoring, middle power cards, and so on and so on. So definitely, those numbers shouldn't change a lot. When there was Republic anniversary, you went really high with all numbers in all competitions. Maybe shouldn't be you shouldn't be doing that, in my opinion. Stay like this. Outsiders are 125, hero 200, combat 225, and that's it. Stick to those numbers. Okay, eventually creating a special competition where you could go, I don't know, for example, over here, wild 333. Okay, that's decent. But again, I'm still saying no hero slot for wild competitions. If they want to participate, they shouldn't tank like crazy. That they can only play in hero competition, but then points won't be counted after reaching limit of points for that competition. Regarding limit of points, maybe since we have limitation for damage and ground damage and air damage points in talking about non-wild competitions, maybe also good idea for those competitions to limit points of uh, medals. Sorry, because for example, let's see today's score. Maybe limit. I'm not saying to limit to 100 medals. That's even hard. A lot of points. Maybe to limit points wise. Yeah. Then it's possibility to have everyone having exact amount of points. 100 points from Battle Heroes medals, 100 from Sky Hero medals, 100 from ground points, 100 from air points, and so on and so on. Then those percentage of cards and experience of cards would even matter more, which you are constantly saying that they are really relevant for the game. Yes, they are, but in that way, it would be even more relevant. And another thing towards Battle Hero medals. I mean, Battle Hero medals scoring system is wrong. I mean, 2 points for Battle Hero in Division 4 and Division 1, player receiving 2 points for both of them. And it's not the same to get Battle Hero in Division 1 or Division 2 as in Division 4. It's maybe to think about that, maybe just idea, if you're not switching Battle Hero to 4 points, Sky Hero to 8 points, Campaign Hero, Resistant Hero, Mercenary, and Prestige Hunter should be also increase. Yeah, in that way, power will skyrocket. But why I'm saying this, Battle Hero, if you're not switching Division 4, 4 points, Division 3, 3 points, Division 2, 2 points, Division 1, 1 point, maybe to switch it up. Okay, Division 4 is 2 points. Division 3 is also 2 points. Division 2 and 1, 1 point per Battle Hero. It would be uh, a lot fair to everyone else. And I think with limiting medals scoring with points, and those division difference of points could be even better for the game, in my honest opinion. And yeah, maybe as talking since we are talking about competitions and everything, maybe to create one idea, low power while competition. I mean, low power under 100 while eventually from time to time. It could be fun. Also, another thing to say, uh, we are already seeing problem with cards. They are going fast, like crazy. Some okay, we are at season 4, so definitely should cards from players from season 1 be gone already from season 2, and so on and so on. But I think that was a mistake since the beginning of the game. The cards were given too easy and too fast. And why is that happening? Because we have too many competitions constantly. I've been saying that to the chat constantly. Way too many competition. In my opinion, when I see this many competitions, I lose interest in that round. Why don't we have one? Okay, one round you make one blue, one bronze, one silver, one gold. 4. Once per week you mix a special one where is all cards. That's 5 competition. Okay, first round we have hero blue, bronze combat, silver hero, gold combat. Okay, second round we have blue combat, bronze uh, hero, and so on. Difference with 5 competition. Okay, that's fine. In that way, less cards will be given out. Yeah, less chance for everyone to win, but in that way, a lot less chance for those players who has huge advantage over others, and those are, we all know who those are, players who are buying cards like crazy, who are buying clops like crazy, who are winning since day one of the game because they had head start while when receiving great blue cards, and some people going crazy when they get own cards. They started to put a lot more things into the game and everything. And those players who has all the cards, and we all know who has almost all the cards from the game, they're maybe they are not winning in each competition uh, constantly like they did before because all the changes, but they are being top 10 in 5 out of 7 competition, receiving prestige points in all of them, receiving silver, bronze cards, even gold cards, while others struggles to receive even one bronze card per week or per round because they are not able to catch those players and will never be able to catch those players unless they start putting, I don't know, hundreds, thousands dollars, euros into Republic, into Clopostars, gaining own cards, and so on and so on. And only then they will slightly be catching them up, but hard to catch up if you don't have one of those 4 extra power cards that are currently in the game. We all know who those cards are. I'm not trying. I'm trying not to mention those names, but brute force players that we have in Clopostars are, in my opinion, destroying the game. You cannot compete with them. You won't be able to catch them ever, and they they have always have a chance to outbid you. For example, on auctions, always for them 100,000 clops is nothing. For some people, they won't gather that amount of clops in 10 years, in 10 seasons. Sorry, 10 seasons of playing Clopostars. And regarding those clops, I mean, from shop wise, yeah, you need to have offers to gain money for servers for everything. But I mean, for example, for $5, you are receiving 5,000 clops. For 5,000 clops, you can get, let's say, a low bronze card, low power bronze card that nobody is using. Okay, like that. But to win in game 5,000 clops, you need to do a miracle things to win 5,000 clubs from games. Yeah, you started to create events, competitions that are giving clubs. And for example, this competition where not everyone could be able to join in was giving out how many? 7,000 clubs in total. Am I correct? Yeah. Top 20 were getting clubs, 20 position, 50 clubs. I mean, that's nothing. First, 3,000 clubs. Okay, 3,000 clubs, it's, let's say, decent amount. But overall, way too many clubs are coming into the game from the game. Yeah, are you saying get a card, sell it if you don't need it? I mean, for those players who have trouble getting just a single bronze card from competitions, one per competition or one per week, they don't stood a chance to get that many good cards or even one good card and then sell it. For example, if I get one of the best cards in the game, bronze one, will I sell it? No, of course not. I'm gonna that card is gonna give me plenty more opportunities to win new cards rather than selling that card for huge amount of clubs and trying. I'm saying trying. I'm not saying buying. Trying to buy another card because when great card, good card, or even perfect card comes to the marketplace, then those big whales I was telling about, they will outbid you in the last second. I mean, they will put offer 300,000 clubs for some card just to have that card. So with your 100,000 clubs that you receive from gaining very good card and selling it for 100,000 clubs, which is crazy number, crazy price. With those 100,000 clubs, you cannot buy perfect card at the moment. I'm saying perfect card because there are 4 or 5 cards that you must have in order to be competitive in competitions. And that's why I'm saying constantly, let's competitions. Way too many cards are is given to those big wealth players. They are just winning in each round. For example, 2, 4, 6, 7 rounds. I'm sure top players will win at least one bronze in 5 competitions. So out of those 7 competitions, they will win 5 cards that are either bronze, silver, or gold. And for example, my place over here, okay, 1 bronze and wow, 1 silver. Wow, this is one of the best rounds ever. And secondary bronze over here. Yeah, that's in progress. Let's see. Last round, where there were plenty more competitions. Yeah, I have enough cards to join in almost all of them except the gold one. And let's see. 13th place. I missed bronze over here. 52nd place, blue card. Over here, blue card. Over here, nothing, no clubs. 24th, yeah, blue card. Ooh, fine. I barely made it to the blue card. 80th place, nothing. 57th place, blue card and blue card. So, in that round, I won only blue cards. Yeah, blue cards are good. And in my opinion, you should be giving more blue cards and even less bronze, silver, gold cards because with this amount of competition each round, you will run out of the cards really, really soon, or you will be implementing each season 50, 100 new cards, and yeah, people will get them all and people won't sell them. They will have 2, 3, or 4 cards of those best players in their lineups constantly in their storage, let's call it storage, and never gonna sell them. Because if they sell that card to you, you're becoming competition for them. Problem with that was since day one, season one, like I said, start of the season, it's really, really related of how good blue cards you get, especially in first season. Nobody had bronze card, silver. Those who received, I'm gonna name it, Marcel card in the season one, it's a blue card from the start. They had advantage over everyone 10 times faster. to get better cards, and they won. And plenty of people are saying, even in chat in Telegram, this is a snowball effect game. And yes, it is, and that's the real problem and hard to balance it. When I said restart all the servers, yeah, it was kind of tricky because people invested money and so on and so on. And only by restarting then at season one, it was doable. Now it's way too late to even do that. And also, there how to let's say slow down those big wells. Uh, I came out with this idea, but it's too late now. But it maybe it's not to be able to win. For example, let's say me myself, Marabus, through the competitions, I'm able to win only one bronze of myself, only one silver, only one gold, and unique you need to buy. And I wouldn't be able to get my secondary bronze from competitions. I would be able to buy it from the market. And for example, uh, nowadays I have bronze and silver of me, but I don't have gold. If my card would come out to the marketplace of gold, I buy it, then I'm not able to get it as a reward. So only first card of that color you are able to win through competitions. The secondary, third one, fourth one, fifth one, or whatever, only by purchasing from marketplace. That would be game changer if that was since the beginning. It's still doable to do it for all new cards, but for all other cards, it's not. You're not able to implement that. And yeah, you said, Klopo, at one stream that there will be collection implemented in the game, where you collect some amount of cards for each nation. You will get some bonuses or something like that. There's problem with that because there are not exact amount of cards for each nation. And that's another thing I want to say. I mean, there are some nations that are implementing way more than others. For example, I don't know, Romania, Serbia, Croatia, USA, those nations, Bulgaria, those nations have way too many cards compared to the other nations. And that makes a huge difference in the game because those nations have chance to fight a lot more for the nations where people are tanking and so on and so on. The amount of nations cards from each nation should be equal. It doesn't matter. For example, I don't know which country has doesn't have strong players. Korea, let's say Korea. Maybe I'm naming country that has strong players. I'm not into that. But for example, Korea doesn't have extra strong players like, I don't know, Serbia or Romania. But it doesn't matter. Okay, we need to have 10 players from Korea in Clopostars. And each nation should have exact amount of cards from each nation. Okay, some nations will have tier 1, tier 2 players, but others won't. But at least each nation will have same amount of cards. That should be maybe you should rethink about that when implementing new players because I mean players from each nation talk to each other and they're all sticking together. So 10 Romanian players versus 10 Korean players. Okay, 10 Romanian players will score a lot more points than Koreans, but 10 is 10. At least something is happening. Yeah, all nations doesn't have constant fights. Some nations are deleted from the game. It's game changing like that, but I mean, people are gathering deals from players of their nations much easier than from the players from other nations, even though there are some deals between, I don't know, Romanian guy and Serbian guy, or Croatian guy and, I don't know, other nation guy. Yeah, it's possible, but it's easier to happen with same nations, especially real life nations. And regarding those deals. Yeah, you cannot do anything about those deals, but there are plenty of deals going on. Even people are paying real life money to some other players to score some points. And yeah, you cannot change that. And that's all part of the game. But really, really not happy about that. That's even possible. Yeah, it was possible even in New Republic to contact others and said, go tank over there. I will send you that amount of credit, I don't know, gold, weapons, food, or something. Yeah. But nowadays are even more possible and even more people are doing. And because of that, plenty of people know exactly when someone is going to hit, and that gives them an extra advantage over others. And plenty of top players have way too many deals with other players, and that's one of the reasons they are at the top of the rankings. Besides having all those perfect cards, besides they are brute force players and so on. So plenty of things, and all goes in those top players' favors. So yeah, and without making a lot of changes, I'm not sure that Clopostars will see long future. Yeah, there will be players who invested plenty of money into the game who are good in game. They will stay, but new players won't stick around because they will see after season two they stood no chance at all. And with uh, each new season, new players get less and less and less chance. Maybe only thing to do for new players is to give better rewards in blue in normal competitions. And since blue cards are reset every season, that's the only way for new players to be competitive. Only in those. After for all other competitions, they can forget it. Maybe one out of 50 competition, some random guy will win, but most of the time, top players will win in all those competitions because of that snowball effect. Yeah. What else I wanted to say? Okay, one more thing, and I know this thing is making all players crazy. Is those who has Clopo body. What's the most annoying thing? Besides that bug that was happening when Clopo body didn't fill the team. Uh, what's the big issue? Oh, come on. Big issue. If I click autofill, the team is set up. I cannot undo it. So there should be cancel button. People said that in the chat. Some players already said cancel autofill. That is must-have options. Another thing I would like to see implemented. For example, if I put those two, I'm not sure what else should I put inside to be able to, without autofill, just fill those three cards. If I click autofill, I don't want to click autofill. If I would click autofill, it would change those two also. So yeah, that's another thing. Also, one more thing. For example, I'm not sure at the moment what should I put. Okay, let's save this team setup with two players. Okay, they are not final. They are not able to participate until team is full. But to be able to have those two cards, okay, those two cards must be in this competition. Let's save it. Let's go to another competition, put three cards over there, and so on and so on, and then we'll see what kind of left cards we have to fill those empty slots. So save button, cancel button, and maybe autofill for empty slots. Also, definitely change font, change size of font of cards, because yeah, some people have a longer names. Do something, okay. For those who has name longer than that amount of symbols, goes a lower font size, and so on and so on. Because I mean, this is annoying to see names like that. Another thing, which I forgot to say, we are able to see informations about performance, point scoring, and so on and so on. Uh, Maybe for who has Klopp body to see out of those points how many points is scored from ground points, how many from aviation points. Yeah, it's possible to see that if we go to the card sections, but we need to go back. For example, let's open Popeye the one. Yeah, over here we can see like that, but it would be much easier and helpful for those who has Klopp body, I'm saying, to see those points over here. So in teams making, when you go and make team, to be able to see that order. And also another thing, for example, let's put, I don't know, let's go this guy. It doesn't matter. I put him in a team, and I recheck this card and recheck this card, and I forgot how many points did he score. So I need to move him back down, look for him again, and recheck information button. Why not to have options information button over here to see those from those cards you put into the your team setup, how their chart. We are only able to see charts from those players. And sometimes it happens, for example, I cannot recheck every information of some cards. Okay. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes you cannot. And only when you are able to see it, if you put it in the team setup, move it back, and then you are able to click on information for that card. Not sure what that's happening, but sometimes it does. And yeah, that information button over there would be helpful a lot. Or what you said at one stream, that you're thinking about showing, having some points written on cards, how many points they are scoring. Okay, that could be doable. Ground, air damage points for those who exclude a body, and it will be a lot helpful. Also, make sure that if you do that, so air points, ground points, to have those numbers when you put them in your lineup. It will be a lot of helpful. Another thing, let me see something. Just okay, I'm gonna be able to do that over here. For example, when we go to the mix, for example, myself, when I go to the mix, I like to try to put best cards. I mean, best cards by color because of those extra percentage. So I would like to be able to first sort out gold cards if I have them. First show me gold cards, then show me bronze cards. So yeah, selection from here from collection that are available for that kind of competition to be sorted by colors. Why? I don't see why that's not possible. And maybe another thing I said a long time before, maybe it's not that important for everyone, but maybe there are some people who would like to see that, to be able to sort players by nation. So, for example, Swedish players. Okay, let's sort all by nations, and it goes. I don't know, since your first highest card is from this country, all cards from that country are first. Second card from second strongest country, and so on and so on and so on. Or just to have all nations collapsible tab where it shows you all the nations. Click on nation and you will see all the cards you have from that nation. I'm telling this for the lineup setups. I'm sure that you already thought about that because of that collection thing you said you're gonna implement. But sometimes it would be helpful to have all for example, I'm always looking for Croatian players because I know pretty much when Croatian players are hitting and where they are not, and then I always need to recheck, find which exact Croatian card do I have to put it in the lineup, and so on and so on. Maybe for some people that will be helpful, for some maybe not. For me, it would. And yeah, uh, I think that that's regarding those mm, uh, lineups. And yeah, one more thing I just thought about auctions or marketplace. Maybe to have combo auctions. Why is that? To sell multiple cards at one price. For example, you have some cards you're not able to sell. Okay, you can always go for low amount of credit starting bid, and you're sure we're gonna sell it, but you don't want to sell it too cheap. And when you put offer, for example, like this for Punisher 3,733, possibly nobody will sell it. But if you put three cards, mediocre cards, and one of them is better than the others, and there's card is plenty of people are looking for it, maybe they will uh, put a bid on it, and in that case, you will get rid of two cards that you won't really need it, and get clubs for them. But like I said, you can always sell it for low starting bid, and all cards that have bids starting bid out of with 100 clubs are sold either for 100 clubs or for a lot more. But you don't want to get you don't want your card to be sold for underprice. Nobody wants that, but some cards, for you to be able to sell them, they need to go way under the price. Okay, this I think I covered everything I thought of. Maybe there are some other stuff I thought but cannot remember at the moment. I'm sorry that I went from this point to that point. It took me a while to gather up all the information and what I wanted to say, and to find free time for me to be able to create this video. And also that's why I'm constantly saying less competition takes way too much time to make all those competitions, to look exactly who is area fighter, who is ground fighter, who's fighting on these days, who's fighting on that day. More and more time consuming this game becomes, and because of that, some people will leave. Trust me. Okay, I'm gonna finish my video with this. I hope you liked. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit subscribe button to stay tuned up with all my new videos. Also, if you have any comments, suggestions, ideas, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you soon.